My name's Anita Nadal. I am a Spanish assistant professor, but I am also a faculty fellow for community engagement in the College of Humanities and Sciences. Over 15 years ago, I was actually asked if I would be interested in teaching a service learning course in Spanish, because at that time they did not have a service learning course. The students often prefer lived experiences. It would give them greater engagement and make learning more relevant and memorable by connecting abstract concepts to a real world. That partnership was based on a news article that someone at the museum had read the year before, whereas I was a part of a grant that offered citizenship courses throughout the city of Richmond. And it was quite successful, and even when it came to the part with the swearing in of citizens and downtown, I believe it's at the federal courthouse. And so as a result of that, someone from the museum approached me and asked would I be interested in helping to do something similar at the museum. Becoming Citizens Partnership at the Virginia Museum of History and Culture, what makes it unique is that it's not only college students, going to the museum and being a part of the citizenship course and helping the candidates questions and with their language. It's not just that. It's in addition to that, they are a part of the museum. The museum comes alive for these new citizens. So they're learning about George Washington, they're learning about other presidents and other historical facts, and then they're able to also go on a tour within the museum and see a map from that time, or see a desk, for example, that was in one of the president's home. I remember when we first did that, how the VCU students and the students in the citizenship course were so impressed by that, because I don't think there's any other citizenship class that can do that, right? And that's what makes it quite unique, the fact that it is housed inside the museum. The partnership has grown in that I'd say twice a year, they offer these classes, and it has continued since 2017. So the fact that, individuals from the community are still going to the museum for their citizenship classes, and the fact that the students come from different parts of the world, right? And they choose to go there to, to study for the citizenship test. And then later on, what's really cool is to be able to have the swearing in ceremony in the lawn of the museum. When you have spent years working in the community, that in order to be successful, you have to have spent time building a relationship with the people. So the two individuals that I worked with at the Virginia Museum of History and Culture, Sam and Andrew, they are very passionate, very engaged, and they're very, very interested in making sure that this course would be the best that it could be for these new citizens. And then as far as at Sacred Heart, I've worked very closely with Tanya and Tristan. And again, these are two individuals that have dedicated years of their life and of their time and many, many hours that there's no amount of money that could cover the hours that they dedicate to the community. So being around these type of individuals creates like a synergy, and it makes serving the community an amazing experience, because you're not alone in this, and that as a group, right, who's very, very positive and very, very forward thinking, that we're going to, we have, and we're going to continue, right, to make a huge difference. I would say what makes a partnership sustainable is being engaged. When you create something, like in this specific case, a course, a citizenship course, you have to be engaged all the time, throughout the years, be a part of it. I think that's what makes it successful. I would love to be able to see throughout the state of Virginia, not just, and again, I don't know, if there's other museums that have citizenship classes housed in them. I'm sure it would be great if others could do that as well. The students prefer lived experiences. It brings everything together. It takes them outside of the four walls of the classroom. It takes them outside of just concepts and theory to being able to apply, right, what they're learning, and be able to see in a real way how it's used, right, in real life. And they love it. The students really appreciate that.